is going to be on foresight. We're going to talk about foresight like we always do. Hold on. Oh, man, the tear's down. What up, 333? What's going on with it, dog? I see the gang filing in. Yeah. So the code language for the day, we're talking about foresight. So like we always do with the code language, we'll start off with the book definition and then go from there. Foresight, the ability to predict or the act of predicting what will happen or be needed in the future. That's very important. That second part is very important. Understand? So the ability to predict or the action of predicting what will happen or be needed in the future. I've always been a person who always said, if you don't have foresight, you ain't got no sight. And I stand on that. You got to be able to see ahead and understand that foresight involves hypothesis, right? But history has a way of spinning the block. I ain't gonna say all history repeat itself, but history has a way of spinning the block. And if you can recognize patterns, if you can put on the magic glasses and see things a certain way, you know what I mean? If you can be objective, then you do have a really good opportunity to have a higher level of understanding of what's to come on a personal level, on an individual level. You can have a understanding of what's to come, and on a marginal level, right? On a general level for the populace, for society, or for the earth even. You can kind of see what's to come if you just pay attention to certain things. You know what I mean? And I think also objectivity is essential when it comes to having foresight. If you're trying to look ahead and you're doing it in a way of hope and you're doing it in a way of emotions and you looking ahead based on your desires, then there may be a lack of objectivity involved with your prediction or your projection, you know. But if you can look ahead, and you can do it with objectivity, like, okay, regardless of how I feel, regardless of how this person feel, based on this, and this, that is tangible, that is in front of me, that I can assess, the range of outcomes look like this. And the most likely outcome is this. You see what I'm saying? So if you able to be objective, and if you're able to, what's the word I'm looking for? If you're able to be intelligent, because intellect, being able to collect data, collect information, take the knowledge, break the knowledge down and interpret it. If you're able to do those things, you can actually have a great deal of foresight. I'll give y'all a plain example. A plain example of being able to have great foresight would be to reverse engineer. You can have personal foresight for what your projections look like on your potential, on your growth, on your business, on your, your progression, your fitness, whatever it is. You can have foresight and have a projection on that, as long as you're able to assess what you're able to do and how able you're able to be consistent and look at the person before and model what they did. So if you pay attention to, okay, boom, I want to get in shape this way, and I want to get this type of body for myself, and I want to lose this much weight, and I want to do it, over time, but I don't want to put a time constraint on myself. You can project when you'll get there if you got a trainer, or if you just know somebody close to you that's already in that type of shape, or that's coming from the similar starting point as you, and they already did it. If you follow their steps and you reverse engineer, okay, I know if I do this, and this, even though we don't have the same DNA, we don't have the same everything, I should be ballpark in range within this time period. You see what I'm saying? Reverse engineer the success. There's no secrets to this. Like foresight for us, foresight for Souls of Thought, foresight for myself, foresight for Conversations with Soft Rain, foresight for Uncle Plug TV, foresight for the Tez Down. Shout out to Cortez and his channel. Make sure you go follow all them channels I just listed as well. Subscribe if you have not already. But foresight for those channels, we going up. You know why? Because I've never seen consistency fail anybody. Classic. I've never seen it. So if you reverse engineer those who are already successful, look at DDG, look at, I Show Speed, look at Anton Daniels, look at, all these different platforms that have levels of success, and you just trace back. That's the easy. Go to your favorite YouTube channel that's already booming and do the scrolling. Scroll. Go all the way back to the beginning of their journey and see what it was looking like. Look at what they did. Oh, shit, okay. This person got 250,000 subs. If I scroll back, I see that they've posted at minimum one video per day, every day for the last 7 years. And now they got 250,000 subs. So the recipe is right there in front of you. So if you say, all right, I'm going to start cooking with this recipe, then you can project your foresight. Can you say, oh, I'm going to have 250,000 subs in 7 years? You can't say that exactly, but you could say, I know that I'm going to be a successful content creator as long as I maintain consistency and I got some type of heat that I'm bringing to the people. So like I always said, if you ain't got foresight, you ain't got no sight. You can't see nothing at all. And at the same time, it's going to sound like hypocrisy because I always tell people that all you have is right now. That's very true. You have to be present to be peaceful. Oftentimes, looking ahead can breed anxiety. Oftentimes, looking back can breed depression or regret. So you don't want to look ahead for too long, but it is reasonable and responsible for you to have projections for yourself. Soft Rain said, gotta have that vision already. You already know. Wait, that what y'all saying in Texas already? Souls of Thought said, facts. Come on now. Come on now. You got to see it. You got to see it. You got to see it. You got to write it down. You know what I'm saying? Write it down, see it, and then every day. What my dog Souls of Thought say? Chop wood, carry water. Chop wood, carry water. If you can do that and you can do it with regularity. Today, I don't have a long time to give y'all a stream. I'm trying to get my rhythm with being back and working and getting my sleep schedule and my exercise, my fitness schedule. I'm done with physical therapy. I got to go the rest of the way on my own, which means that it's up to me, right, to get all the way back to my form that I was in, which was actually professional athlete form. Before I got hurt, I was in shape of the type of shape of a professional athlete, and I plan to get back there. You know what I'm saying? But you can't do those things without getting a routine together. So I don't have a long time to give y'all today, but I'm still here, right? Because we not gonna miss days that we don't have to miss. I already got premieres set up for the rest of the night for y'all, for my subs. I already got premieres set up for the rest of the night. We got content dropping on Classic Code Sports tonight. We got stuff set to drop. I could have easily made an excuse for myself and say, we're not streaming today. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get in my rhythm. I already put some content out for the day. My people good, but I'm here. And you know why I'm here? Because pennies make dollars. And I'm reverse engineering the process to success. I seen this shit work. And I know it's going to work. So all I have to do is my part. And my part is being here. Classic. And not coming with no BS content. I feel like I'm bringing heat. So that's the code language for today is foresight. You got to get you some. If you ain't got none, get you some. And if you can't see ahead clearly, it's because of your perspectives, right? You either lacking objectivity. You either lacking a reference point, right? Get a reference point. You want to see ahead? Look at somebody who already been ahead. Look at somebody who already took the route and see how it went for them. Sometimes you may not have a success story that you can look at, but you can look at a failure story and reverse engineer the failure. I know everything from watching you. I know everything not to do. So I'm going to win. Classic. Yeah. So foresight, the ability to predict or the action of predicting what will happen or be needed in the future. And that's another piece too, the or be needed, predicting what will be needed. See, when we have these conversations, and I ain't gonna give y'all too much because it's the World Wide Web, but when we have our back room conversations and our Zoom calls, and me and Souls and Uncle Plug and Soft Rain and Cortez, and we sitting in the back and we talking about what's to come and how we moving and what we gonna do and what we putting together, and we do all that, we talk about what's needed. What's needed? What do we, okay, how we gonna do this? What's your schedule? Okay, what days you available? All right, we got this. We need to get some more. We got this. We need that. This will probably be instrumental if we can get that. Whoa, and that's how you can see it. Like, okay, we keep on this path. There is no option that involves failure. Classic. And that's how you get your foresight together. So, like I said, I'm gonna end it with that. If you ain't got foresight, you ain't got no sight at all. You blind. Classic. All day long. But that's the code language of the day on foresight. Make sure you get some. If you like what you just saw, support the channel. Make sure you subscribe, like, and jump in the comments. Talk to me so we could crack these codes. If you want to support the channel monetarily, go to my website and cop some merch, www.theclassiccodes.com. Or you can shoot me a Cash App. Either way, stick to the codes.
Classic codes, I ain't taking it slow. Forgive me, Lord, I woke up in that mode. Weathered the winters when left in the cold. Hardened my heart.